Catherine Beach. I am the director of Murder Mystery Night. This is the second of 2 showings for our club.
My name is Bronte Betancourt. I was one of the writers for this Murder Mystery Night script. I also helped partially direct, and I'm one of the actors for the Murder Mystery Night show that's taking place today.
My name is Alexander Yop. I am an actor and the choreographer for Anime Spot's Murder Mystery Night.
My name is Zach Malden. I am one of the stagehands that will be operating lights and helping with the voting that will take place towards the end. What we have going on here is a tradition with the Anime Spot, which is our Murder Mystery Night that we do every year. It is a play where we basically take characters from various animes and make a whodunit out of it.
And welcome to our second showing of Murder Mystery Night. Alright, so a rundown of what this is. It's a mix of improv and acting. For our audience members, there is language and profanity in this show, so this is our language warning for you guys.
This Murder Mystery Night script is partially original, partially, it's pretty much we take a bunch of different characters from a bunch of different anime, and we sort of mash it together in a sort of theme. Like this theme is, I guess, loosely cops and robbers, people trying to steal versus the authorities trying to prevent things from going down. But of course, people are gonna die because it's a Murder Mystery Night show.
My role was primarily as an actor, focusing on just being part of the actual play itself. However, I also had the side job of taking care of any and all choreography, fighting between other actors, or any high action kind of stunts, I suppose. Well, after having watched a lot of my character's show, a lot of his movies and stuff like that, I knew it had to be very big, spontaneous, kind of out of nowhere, as that's just the general theme of the character. And personally for me, I envisioned it being pretty much what I was going for, which was just this kind of cocky, snarky sort of, you know who I am, but let me just tell you anyways. That was what I was going for. That was what I envisioned, and I really hope that's what I was going for. And actually, I can say, my mom's here, and she didn't notice who I was, so I was actually very proud to know that I was able to maintain a character long enough to be able to switch at an instant and actually fool individuals into believing I was somebody who I was not, even though that my name and the character's name were listed on the actual Murder Mystery Night page, so people were going to know who I was, but the reveal was definitely something that I was aiming for.
It's going pretty well. There's people are dying, fun stuff.
Yes, people are dying.
People are dying.
Is anything going wrong so far?
There was a minor technical issue with the sound program. It didn't do a sound effect that we needed, but our actors played it off because they're really good at improving past, like, if we don't do something.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's really gone wrong.
Okay.
So everything's going
Cool.
Well, this show, I've been in Anime Spot, I guess this would be about 6 years. I know the Murder Mystery Night had a few shows beforehand where we used to combine with the forensics group on campus. So it used to be a little more science-y, but then Anime Spot decided to take the show and kind of, take their own steps with it. So at first it was very improv-based, like we had sort of a summary of what would go down, and then the characters would sort of improv things that were happening, like, okay, 15 minutes in, someone would die. 20 minutes in, a clue would be found. But over the course of the years, it's really gotten more professional, where like we would have a script written that would increase in length. We would have characters that would contribute to the plot, because before we had kind of like, oh, well, I want this character in it. Okay, well, what do they do? They're just kind of there and they don't really do anything. So we tried to make the scripts tighter. We tried to do more stuff with it, like more technical things like sound effects and fight scenes and other things.
Right now I'm the president of Anime Spot. This club was founded, I believe, in 2006. The 10-year anniversary is next year, so it was 2006. Lately, we've just been, it originally started just hanging out watching anime, and in recent years, we've been adding more to it, game nights, outside days, stuff like that. We used to host a convention of our own a couple years ago called NitroCon, but we stopped doing that because it was a budget thing. Money was tight, and we decided to focus more on the club instead of one event every year. I believe this club is special to a lot of our members. It's a safe place for our members just to come together and nerd out on what we like, which is anime.
We all relate to something, we all watch the same shows in a sense, and we all have the same passion for them. We choose to dress up in costumes for that sort of thing. And there's definitely emotional connections there.
As for Anime Spot itself, why I think it's so important is because, well, I'm just going to be blunt and say, like, you know, I was made fun of in elementary school, grade school. I think just about everyone here has had like their fair share of bullying because anime is not really something that's mainstream. It's like, oh, you watch naked chicks and you watch cartoons. What is this? What are you doing? So like, I think the fact that we can all sort of get together and watch these cartoons that really have a lot more depth than people give it credit for, the fact that we can all get together and sort of enjoy that and not be judged by one another because we all have our own preferences, I think that's why Anime Spot means a lot to so many people here.
I think the show went off well. There were a couple of technical issues. Some sound effects didn't actually go off. A couple of lines were missed, but the audience doesn't know what was missed, so the audience still had a good time. So it didn't make it confusing. It was just little things that like they just glossed over a couple of things, and I was like, oh, okay, we're moving on. Let's go. Just jumps ahead. For the most part, like things went off really well. There was a little less energy in the second show than there was in the first show. I'll give it that, but it was still pretty fun to do. It was fun to watch the actors play off of all the audience members, and yeah.
I learned that if I don't get things done immediately, I get very bossy and I yell at people more. Yeah. I think it is a good thing for the director because it gives people direction for like where to go in a production. But like to make friends though, that friendship.
Make friends.
But I need friends.